those magnificent men in their flying machines. They go up to the up, up, they go down to the up, down.
Okay, I've put this video on now, and to show you how far I've got with a fuse. Okay, and let's get on with it. So here we go. So bear with us, let's take it off the stand. Right, there we are. Right, so here we are with a fuse. Okay, as you can see, the engine's in, lovely. I'll go through it bit by bit as best as I can remember because I've gone so far ahead with it all. I'm going to stick with it. Right, okay, so basically there is a way of doing in order of stuff. So I put the top formers in on the top here, where my finger is, there and there, okay, and doubled them up like it says on the plan, okay, on both sides, because you're going to put a piece of, because it's angled down as in on the plan, if I show you on the plan, see how it angles down. So I'm going to put a separate piece of ply on here, angle it down, and then the rest of the ply up to the end of this former. Okay, like it shows in the plan, right? And I've left these other formers off for now, because basically, whilst I was moving around with the fuse and I don't want to damage them and break the stringers. Okay, so that's why they're off at the moment, and they're not needed on yet anyway. So that's that. Okay, so then I put them in, and then basically I put the sheets on where the pilots are going to sit next. Just measure them easy enough, just measure them like you do normally, you know, from side to side to the fuse. And that's them in. This is here just to strengthen it, so when you put the sheeting on top, it's not going to follow down and that, and it helps form the shape. You can put another piece in here if you want, but I don't think it's necessary at the moment. So they were all done. That was the next stage, and then I put the blocks on. Chose to put a little bit of bigger blocks on. It doesn't matter because of the weight, because like I said in the previous video, the weight up front, because it's short fuse, short, you know, cowling. So trying to get its weight. Anyway, that's more stronger as it is. So when you put the screws in, you've got more space basically, rather than using little blocks like it shows you on these. Yeah, but that's your choice. Anyway, that's that. This box here, I thought I'd bring this up. This box here is just screwed in. This is where I've kept the battery in there, the battery tray. So, but what I've done is, so basically, A, if you need to change the battery, and B, that comes away. Adds weight to the front again, and plus you can get access to the screws to the engine mounts, so in case you need to change the engine or whatever. Okay, so that's all done nice, and that all fits in under the cowl. Okay, and then when we come to the side struts bit, so here I've put in the side stringers. Obviously you put these in first. I put the side stringers in, basically just to strengthen it, so when you try and bend it round, you've got a bit more rigidity. Sometimes I might even put, I forgot a little old stick. Sometimes I put a stick in there as well in between, just so in case you lean on it and it doesn't snap. So I might do that, yeah. It's just to give it a bit more strength on these. Okay, that's all really. Okay, then you've done them, and then once they're in, what I've noticed is here as well, I've put an extra thin piece of balsa on here. Okay, cutting out using the template from the original wing fuse template. Put a pin bit, and I've sanded that to shape there and on the top. Done it the same on the tops, because when you basically, I find it easier when you're trying to fold that ply over, you've got some surface for it to glue onto both sides, and that way it's easier to clamp it down and hold it in when you glue it. Okay, and that's what I've done all along both sides, there, where my finger is. Okay, and obviously again underneath here. And you just chamfer it and sand it to shape. So basically you can get it. There you go. Look, see? So you know it's all going to fit nice. Okay? And that's how you do it. That's how I do it anyway. So the next stage, so I've done all that. So the next stage now will be to cover the top. Okay? I get that nice. Now just out of, somebody asked me the other day about, because I did mention that on this plan doesn't show you the cutout for the pilots on top of the fuse. So what I've done is I've took one off of a same scale off the, I used the one off the Gypsy Moth, right, as a rough guide. So what I'll do is what I'll do is once it's all on, because obviously that looks a little bit too big for it, as you can see. So we'll just trim this one down to size to get the right depth and that for the cockpit area to get the pilots in. Okay, but that's after you've put it all on. So I'll do the top first, then I'll do the sides after. I did. That's more or less the fuse, main part of the fuse done, which I'm quite pleased about. And then we can concentrate on the cabanes and the tops to get the wing seating. Okay, and I might add, I've got a bit of pressure on me now to get this finished because I got an eviction notice today, which I think is kind of weird, right, considering what times we're in at the moment. But anyway, it's fair enough. So I best get this finished before I have to move yet again. Charming. Anyway, never mind. Onwards and upwards, hey. So anyway, enjoy your Easter, everybody, and take care. Bye.
Those magnificent men, those magnificent men, those magnificent men in the flying machine.